Disneyland After Dark.
Now arriving, Disneyland Hotel, Anaheim, California. Your attention, please, for a special announcement. Tonight in Disneyland, there will be several well-known guest stars on hand to add to the evening's entertainment. You are all cordially invited to stay and join the fun in Disneyland after dark.
All right. Our first live. Hello and welcome to My Disney Brain podcast and our first Instagram live.
Yes.
So cool. We've got a lot of folks joining us. So hello and thank you for joining My Disney Brain's first live. Today is September the 24th. And we're officially into fall. This past week, we've noticed some really good temperatures here in the Atlanta area. So I'm hoping you guys in Florida and some of the other places that have been really heated. No, it was really cool.
It's cold and it's wet.
Well, fall is like 3 days, so
It's
the same thing with
Here's what
spring.
happened. So it got really cool one day for like 2 days where you were like, man, I need a blanket or something. And then it kind of evened out.
Yeah.
So I noticed one morning I got up to take my dogs out and it was like, wait a minute. And then, yesterday and today, outside of the rain, it's been sort of, in the 80s. High 70s.
High
80s.
70s.
Yeah.
High 70s.
So either way, we're not in the 90s and nobody's sweating to death. Hello, guys. As you guys come in, thank you for joining us. The phone's a little further away from us so it can accommodate everybody, so we can't see everyone's name. But thank you for joining us and hang around. We've got a really cool show planned for you. It's relatively unique, I think. Some of the things, if you can see here, if you're on Instagram Live, that we're going to be talking about, see if you can guess what the show's going to be about. I'm going to tell you in a few minutes, but it has to do with some of these items. And also, we have a giveaway today. Neil, you want to show everybody the giveaway? We're going to give this away. Actually, you know what we should do? We should give it away to one of the Instagram Live people who are watching us, because we're going to ask a question in a little while, and whoever gives the best answer is going to be able to get this. And what is it, Neil? It is a Star Wars action figure. This is
Forces of
Rey.
Destiny.
Yeah, Forces of Destiny is Rey, and it comes with BB-8. So we're going to give that away, and I'm going to tell you how you can get that mailed to your home in just a few minutes. But anyway, thank you for joining My Disney Brain. This is our first Instagram Live. We're really excited about it and really appreciate folks that are tuning in. So today, again, is September 24th, and we appreciate you guys listening. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, welcome in. Thank you. If you are someone who has supported us from day one and continue to come back to the podcast, as we always say, we really, really appreciate you. We really thank you. Our numbers have just grown and grown exponentially, and man, we just can't say thank you enough. We really do appreciate it. And like we said, we're just going to keep putting out as much good content as we possibly can, so you can expect to hear more from My Disney Brain. So wherever you're listening to us, it's important. Go ahead and lock us in so you know where to find us. You don't have to go rummaging back through, sometimes you find a podcast, that was cool, but if you didn't like it or save it or something, you got to go figure out,
Where it was.
where what was the name of that thing again? So go ahead and lock us in so that you can find us again next time. And this is what we'll do. We've kind of been toying around with YouTube and some different things. Instagram Live, this is our first time, but I think we're going to at least do Instagram Live once a week. I think. So that'll be the our 30-day trial. We'll see how it goes. So also like us on Instagram so that when we do go live, you'll be able to hang out with us. And we've got more giveaways too. So if that's going to attract more people, we'll have giveaways each time we go live. So definitely we're going to have a giveaway today. Instagram, Facebook, My Disney Brain, very easy to find. Our blog is the same, My Disney Brain, BRAIN.com. Subscribe there. All right. So what are we talking about today? So you guys on Instagram Live, you see these. This is a Madame Leota, currently sold out sipper.
Oh, you're exclusive.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to Rachel, Shopping with Ray.
Yes.
Rachel got this for us, and God bless her. I just texted her one day and said, hey, Ray, I would love to have one of those. And she said, oh, I have one. And bam, there it is. And she was so sweet. She texted me a few days afterwards. She wanted to make sure you got your sipper, and everything was fine, and it was. The reason I mentioned Ray is because, one, she is a friend of the show, and she's been on the podcast before, and she has a shopping service where she goes to Care to Warehouse, and sometimes she goes and gets things from the park too. So you'll just have to go to her site, which is connected to our Facebook page. The link is on there. It's Shopping with Ray. So go to our Facebook page, My Disney Brain, click on Ray's link, and it'll take you to her page. And I think that you may have to sign up or join it or whatever, but she's got a lot of instructions on there. She tells you what and how to do everything. And she even has a shopping list. So yeah, there's that. So thank you, Ray. So ladies, what we're going to be talking about today is our top 3 to 5.
Of course, you were an overachiever
You're
and wrote
five.
more.
So we're
All right,
3.
our top
you're
3.
5.
Our top 3 Disney purchases.
Yes.
Our top 3 Disney purchases that we love and covet and just, we use and we keep close to us. Things that we are really glad that we bought, on our Disney vacation. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I was just kind of showing this off because I have it, but this
Very
wasn't
modest.
something. Yeah, I know,
Very
right?
modest.
This wasn't something that I actually went to the parks and got. This is courtesy of Rachel Nicole. So I did want to show that, but the other things are things that we purchased and things that either were gifted to us and things that we really, really love. So as we go through this, what we're going to talk about are the items that we really love.
Okay.
And we're going to tell folks where we got them.
Yes.
We're going to tell folks how awesome they are and the reason why we love them.
Yes.
And kind of advise them if they want to pick it up, where could they pick it up from? So that'll be the value for the audience today. Because, listen, we go to the parks. We all do. We love it. But there are certain elements about going to Walt Disney World that if we didn't have it, it wouldn't complete the experience.
Yeah.
One we talked about last week, which was food.
Yes.
So you can have all the attractions in the world, that'd be awesome. But the fact that they have the food component makes it
Even better.
even better. You know how crazy people go when they put out new merch?
Oh, yes. As a former cast member, I think like when I was there, the big thing was plush, like the plushes. The Stitch plushes were the most popular and most sought after piece of merchandise during my Disney program. I don't know why, but people were like asking, where can I find a Stitch plush? Where's the Disney store so I can buy a Stitch plush? And people just really they waited and waited to get those things, and they would sell out like easy. So yeah, merchandise is a pretty big deal.
It's a huge deal. The different color ears when they come in.
Yes.
That rose gold situation.
Yeah.
Was like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
The Spirit jerseys. Mm-hmm. And they're not cheap.
No, they're not.
They are not cheap, especially on Spirit jerseys. So people go bananas over merchandise. And most recently, they cleared out Splash Mountain because, the eBayers and the people like that, the resellers online, from what I see from different bloggers, they went in and pretty much wiped it out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're restocking, if they had any more come in, but I saw one video, the store was pretty much empty.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, thanks for that. All right, so that's the content for today. And so that you can be thinking about this, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the question is. Nia, you can show it again in case we have some new people join us. If you're new joining us, I'll just tell you that we are going live. This is the first time, and we have a giveaway today. This is going to go to an Instagram person who is live, who stays all the way to the end. This is a Star Wars action figure, Forces of Destiny, and this is Rey, and it comes with BB-8. And we're going to send this to you, and here's how you can win it. We were touring around last week. We wanted to salute and thank you and really make our core group of listeners feel special by providing them with a name, some sort of, what would you call it? Like a
tag?
Like a tag or a nickname or some sort of special name, because you guys have been with us, for so long. There's obviously a group of folks that follow us on a continual basis because we're getting, our numbers just continue to grow, but we know the consistency has to be there, because if there were just new listeners every time,
right,
the numbers wouldn't be as large. So I know there are people continuing to come back week after week. So the question is this: what is that nickname for you? Obviously, the name of the podcast is My Disney Brain, BRAIN, My Disney Brain. So suggest to us a really cool tag or a really cool nickname for the core group of listeners. And whichever one we like the best, we're just going to read off what we see here on Instagram, on live. And whichever ones that the girls like best we're just going to go with that, and you'll get to win this action figure. So cool beans. All right, so girls, who wants to go first?
Me.
Our top 3 favorite purchases from Walt Disney World. What do you got first?
All right, so my first one, I'm pretty sure, well, you guys are like, well, duh, are all of my coffee mugs / tea mugs, because I drink more tea than coffee. But I think every time I've gone to Disney, I've bought at least one mug.
Yeah.
Like with every visit that we've done. And it's always a different character. So far, I don't know. I don't know how many mugs I have. I have a lot of them.
Because some of them are at our house.
One of them is at your house that I left here intentionally.
No, I think there's more than one.
No, the purple Tinkerbell one. That's the only one that I purposely left here. Now, if there's another one, it's either not mine or I don't know that it's here.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
So yeah, I love to go and purchase mugs because I'm a big tea drinker, sometimes coffee drinker, and they're really nice. Like these mugs are really nice in the way that they like paint them and create them and stuff. I have a Lion King one that's kind of like 3D, so like the image kind of comes out of the glass, which is really nice. I have one from Aristocats, a Princess Tiana one. I think the only one character that I have multiple mugs for is Tinkerbell, because like throughout like high school, Tinkerbell was like, that was my girl. So I have like maybe 4 or 5 Tinkerbell mugs. And then everything else is like one of each character, but I have quite a few.
So where did you get them? Are you sure you got them in different places?
Primarily World of Disney at Disney Springs, because that's where they have the widest selection. Mm-hmm. You can find the most in one spot. Or what's that place?
I know you're going to say that, and I was sitting there struggling trying to. Yes, behind Earl Sandwich. It's close to the Christmas shop.
Yeah, it has all the Alice in Wonderland tea stuff, and like it's just like a really cute little shop.
Yeah, it's connected to Earl Sandwich.
It is.
It's like a walkthrough. Mm-hmm. It has the kitchen stuff. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but I actually have bought mugs out of there before, as you know, Mickey Mouse and Grumpy and stuff like that. So cool mugs.
Yep.
Yeah, mugs are, it's something about seeing the mugs. I really wasn't a coffee drinker, and I could have not had tea. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But whenever you go and you see how nice they are.
They're really nice.
It makes you just want to have one. Like
those are really nice. And even though I don't have any, their glassware, like their wine glasses, are really nice too.
Yeah. And they are constructed well.
Yes.
I have several also. And I'm pretty nice with my stuff, so I don't tear stuff up. But no handles come off. No, we wash it in the washing machine. Nothing is starting to,
they don't chip.
strip or chip or anything like that. And I've had a couple of these mugs for at least 5 years or more. So, So if you're looking for Disney merchandise, a mug is a good way to go. And maybe even a good gift. Now that
they are absolutely great gifts. They will package them for you. Like when you buy these mugs out of the store, they do such a great job of packaging them so that they don't break, so you can feel comfortable, like maybe walking around the park with your mug or putting it in your bag, and if you have other stuff in there, then they're gonna be fine, and they make great gifts.
Okay. All right, so the first one's a mug for you. Imani, Nia, what's your first one?
Okay, I don't remember buying this, but I remember like owning it for so long. It's that Ariel jacket, and I think I got it when I was really young.
You were like 2 years old.
I don't remember if that was the year that my coat got like we lost it on the ride or something. It was around that.
I'll tell you what happened to your coat. It wasn't lost on the ride.
It was stolen.
It was stolen. This was the only time we've ever had this happen in all of the years we've been going to Disney World. And it was at Disneyland.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. It was at Disneyland. You had this really nice coat. You were one at the time, and I guess it was a little too thick for what was happening that day. So we left it in the stroller area, and we went on, I don't know, whatever attraction we went on. And then of course when we came back, someone had helped themselves to that coat, which was not cool because it got cooler as the day went on. And that coat was awesome because it was thick and it had a hood that could draw string.
Yeah.
We had to go to Rainbow Cafe of all places.
Yes.
They're the only place, believe it or not, in all of downtown Disney that had skull caps.
Yeah, because it did come with a cap. It was like the jacket and then a cap.
It didn't come with it. I bought everybody Rainbow Cafe skull caps because...
No, because I remember the jacket, it had a matching
talking about the one
cap.
they had taken.
No, not the coat, the Ariel jacket.
So these are two different instances.
I thought that we bought the jacket around the same time.
No. You got the jacket. So Ariel was your favorite character at that time. Mm-hmm. And we were going to Walt Disney World for Christmas.
Yes.
You were 2 then. And so I bought you the matching gloves, hat, and jacket from the Disney store, I think here... I don't know where we got that from now that I think about it.
Probably a Disney store that's out here.
There was a Disney store. You're from Atlanta. You know there's an outlet north of the city called Discover Mills. And hello to folks that are continuing to come in. Unfortunately, my phone is a little farther away. So if you're asking a question.
No questions.
Somebody, let me see. Somebody says they're so cute. Thank you.
I think they mean the mugs. The mugs are so cute.
I thought you were talking about us. But, so the mugs are cute.
Yes.
Okay.
And then someone said that they want to start collecting, but they're scared that they won't stop. I know Dominique was in here earlier, and she was saying that she loves the mugs too, and that she really liked your sipper. So we see you guys' commentary. You're a little far away, but we can see you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a way to
get you closer.
Yeah, next time because. Yeah, we would like to interact more. But anyway, so that's how you got the jacket, for that Christmas season.
I remember that trip because I was mean mugging everybody that whole day.
All the pictures, she was like...
Every picture of me in that stroller, I was just...
Oh, you mean when we were in California?
No, we were in Florida for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, why were you mean mugging people?
Because she was cold.
Wait a minute. You were cold in a jacket?
It was cold that year because we all had stuff on. It was cold.
I was either cold or hungry.
Here's the thing. We went the week of Christmas.
Yes.
And before we got there was some harsh weather. But the day we were leaving, it was really cold. And it was starting to rain.
The day we left was beautiful.
No. You're not remembering it correctly. I'm gonna tell you, we were there during the time where it could have been colder, but we got a break because the sun shined most of the days. Mm. We had one night when we went to eat at Boma that was pretty frigid. That's why she was in there.
Yeah, that was cold. In the blanket.
Because we were on Disney transportation.
Yeah.
And so we were having to wait for the bus. She was in her stroller. She was all wrapped up. And then we had to wrap up again in the blanket and all this other stuff. But so Do you still have that? Is it somewhere in your closet? Somewhere did we give that away?
It is somewhere in my closet. And it's so crazy because I got that when I was young. I think I wore that all the way up until maybe second grade.
You certainly wore it to school
All
a lot.
the time. Sure.
Yeah.
All the time.
I wore that out.
Ariel was your favorite at that time.
I need my jacket. Where's my Ariel
So I'm going to
jacket?
tell you about my first one, also from Disneyland. I sort of mentioned this in other podcasts.
I feel like I know what it is.
What is it?
No, I don't, because that's not Disney.
What?
Harry Potter's not Disney.
No, we didn't do Harry Potter first when we went out there.
Okay.
But I have and I wore it for a long time, and then the battery died, but I have it more in my souvenir box. I have a Mickey Mouse watch from Disneyland.
You do?
Yeah, with a round face, white gloves, yellow shoes.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Matter of fact, I have two of them, but one I got from Disney World, but this one I'm telling you about I got from Disneyland.
Oh.
So some of you I know may be collectors of certain merch, and watches are one of those things. So when you get a Mickey Mouse watch, you don't necessarily wear it. You maybe hang it up or put it somewhere, and sometimes you wear it. Well, this one I actually wore for a while. But let me tell you how I got it. So we were in Disneyland, and we were walking around. We did Disneyland one day, and then we did California Adventures the next day. Mm-hmm. Well, we were there the first day, and it just was a lot. It was a lot for us to take in.
Yeah.
And I saw the watch. We were heading over to Paradise Pier, and your mom and brother were getting on that ride that turns around and you goes down and turns around again and all that kind of jazz.
So they were getting on a roller coaster.
They were getting on it wasn't a roller coaster, but it was like
They were getting on a roller coaster.
It was an
okay.
attraction. And so we were over there, and we while they were on the attraction, I was looking at this cart. Mm-hmm. And on the cart, it was a watch. And even when I was a little kid, I used to love to have Mickey Mouse, like anything, like a watch or some kind of jewelry or something. So I saw the watch, and I said, oh, yeah, I'd love to have that. But I was like, I don't know if I want to get it right now. Mm-hmm. I'll just get it some other time. Well, make a long story short, we flew back to Atlanta, got home, and I'm thinking I can go to like the Disney store and get the watch and stuff like that, or no.
Yeah, you had to get it while you were
No.
there.
And I said, well, maybe I can go online. No.
No.
Not only do you have to get it while you're there, but here's what happened. I found out that particular watch was nowhere else in Disneyland but that particular cart. I don't know if it's that same way now, but this wonderful cast member literally called. I don't know how she got this. She understood what I was saying because I said it was at Paradise Pier, and I described, and she was able to locate the watch, and she mailed it to me.
Oh, that's awesome. Talk about
That is
magical
super
moment.
awesome. She mailed, and I still have it today.
Awesome.
Cast members are really great. They go beyond, above and beyond. So I still have that watch. I wore it for the longest time, and once the battery died, you would think people replace battery watches easier, but man, it's like a lost art or something. You got to find these shops that replace battery watch. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. So what's your next one?
Okay,
Money?
so my next one is a piece of jewelry that I got from one of our vacations we went on. It's a ring, and it's like, it's gold, and it has the castle on it, the Cinderella castle on it, like the outline of it. And it's a really pretty, like, little dainty piece of jewelry that I really like. I saw it, and I thought it was really, really pretty. And I've had it, like, since then, and it was a while ago. I want to say I got it maybe my junior year of college. No, maybe my sophomore year of college. But I've had it a really long time.
Where'd you get it from?
The World of Disney and Disney Springs. I do most of my shopping in the World of Disney and Disney Springs because it's the biggest. Isn't it the biggest merch store on the property?
Well, that's the biggest World of Disney store in the world.
Yeah. So I do most of my shopping there because the selection is literally endless. And granted, I know some people can go in there and get lost, personally, because I don't have to have like plushes and toys and stuff. I go to the mug section, I go to the wine glass section, and I go to the jewelry section. Those are my 3 sections that I go to in World of Disney. And so I found that right.
Well, they do have a ton of mugs, and in the jewelry side, they've got a lot of.
They have a lot of very nice jewelry.
Yeah. Some of that stuff is pretty expensive.
Yes, it can get. It doesn't have to be, but it can get expensive.
Yeah. I apologize. I got to go back a little bit because I didn't tell folks where they could get a watch. Certainly, if you're not in California, you can't go to that cart and get the watch. And even if you're out there now, you're not going to be able to do it. Watches, though, you can find at the Emporium on Main Street. And I think that you can get them at the World of Disney in Disney Springs.
Yes.
So in the event that you would like a watch, those 2 places I know you can.
Yes.
But your ring, you say you found at World of Disney in the jewelry section.
In the jewelry section. And it wasn't that expensive. I want to say it was like $20-something.
Yeah, you can get nice little souvenir type of rings and earrings and stuff like that, or charms. Because Nia, we bought you one year, right?
A what?
It was like a charm set. No,
I don't know, but I know but once you get to the jewelry that's under the glass, that's when you paying money, or you go to like the Pandora that's in Disney Springs.
Yeah.
They have nice charms in there. The Disney charms in the Pandora and Disney Springs are really, really nice, but they cost Pandora money.
Can you see what Dominique's message is? She said, "I love my."
She said, "I love my Mickey shaped earrings." Yes, Mickey shaped earrings. We like that.
Yeah. Those are cool. The cool thing about the World of Disney at Disney Springs, like Imani is saying, and I'm sure people in LA feel the same way about downtown Disney.
Yeah,
that's your best opportunity.
Yes,
like it's likely there. Whatever it is you're looking for is likely there. And your other opportunity is online.
Yes.
Shop Disney.
Yes.
So, what's your next one, Nia?
My next one is a classic. It's when you know at the fireworks show and you have the cards and it's like LED everything, the LED necklace.
Yeah, this one I know.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing that.
No, it's not the thing. It's the necklace, and I got one year, and it was a Christmas one because it was a Christmas Santa Mickey.
We're talking about the ones that light up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't you break that?
I did not break that.
No, it still works. Mm-hmm. This is what's crazy about it. We used it for like 2 or 3 years running, and never switched the battery out. Yeah. We just picked it up when we were heading out the door to make sure we had it. But what she's talking about is when you're on Main Street, and the nights. Your sun's down and everybody's getting ready for the castle projection show and the fireworks and all that kind of stuff. These cast members with these carts come out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, they be like, go.
Yeah, they come out of nowhere because all of a sudden you start seeing lights and cameras and you're like, where in the world did all this stuff come from?
They've been hiding. They've been waiting for their moment.
You know what it's like? It's
training for this.
I'm gonna tell you what it's like. It's like the ice cream man. Like he shows up on the block and kids go bananas because when those kids see those carts and all those lights and stuff. They grab their dad. They don't grab their mama. They grab their dad and run straight to that car. So, and that's what happened with us.
Yeah.
And Nia saw something she liked.
And I grabbed you.
Yeah. And we were trying to get placement, find us a place to stand for the parade and for fireworks.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, just find one you like. And it's not like
It's like a lanyard.
It's more like a lanyard with the Santa Claus head that glows that's here.
No, because like the lanyard part, it does glow.
Mm-hmm. It does glow? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was more like
the whole thing kind of does this number.
Oh, yeah. You know the ones that are really popular, the ones that had those old school Christmas tree lights?
Yeah.
I was trying to explain it's not that one, but it's one similar to it.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say similar. I mean, they both.
Well, functionally, they sort of the same.
Yeah.
It's basically you're going to put it around your neck and you're going to be glowing.
We're going to see
at night. And it's really awesome. Like I said, we've used it. I don't know how many times we've gone back and Nia would take it.
And I still have it. And if I'm not mistaken, it still works.
Yeah. She hangs it up.
Batteries.
She hangs it up when we get home. We all have our souvenirs that we get that we have in our room somewhere. Mine is magic bands. I keep not only mine, but I keep theirs.
You do
keep
have all of our
mine.
magic bands.
No, because I have two of mine.
You have
I have
two?
my Lion King one and I have my Maleficent one.
One of the things we do every year, we get new magic bands to signify whatever trip that we've taken.
Yeah.
And I keep them, and I know which year the set of magic bands go with. And I keep those in my closet.
I don't know about all that, but that's nice.
Not
Yeah.
you with the organization.
Right.
Yep. So where can people find?
Okay, well, obviously, Main Street on the cart. And they don't cost that much. You're not going to pay like
It's
over
not about
$20.
where you can find them, it's when you can find them. When the sun is down and the fireworks are about to start. That's when they come out.
They may be trolling all the way around Magic Kingdom. I don't think so. I've seen those carts as far in as Frontierland. Because I want to say we were headed back to Main Street and we picked it up in Frontierland.
No, we picked it
Maybe.
up on
Who
Main
knows?
Street.
Did we? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It
Well,
was so long ago.
yeah.
Because we had gotten our ice cream trying to find a place to stand. And then I was like, Dad, look, come on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So my next one is I'm actually going to show you something that was gifted me that I absolutely love.
Girl, we made the podcast,
And
girl. We made
this
the
is,
podcast.
I'm going to see if you can hear it. Well, you can certainly see it. So the people on the podcast can hear it, but the folks on the IG, hopefully you can at least see it. This is the Hatbox Ghost,
Here, I got you.
and it comes in, it's on, turn around, so there you go. And it comes in its own casket. That's a long
And
saying.
it talks a lot.
Yeah.
See, Monty, you see that casket box? You wouldn't want to sleep in that?
Let's get the casket.
It laughs. Yeah.
Nah, but you wouldn't want to sleep in that in a Haunted Mansion hotel?
Absolutely not.
So that's the casket box that it comes in for our folks that are looking on Instagram. And what's cool about it, if it's not already obvious, is that one, it is from my second most favorite attraction, the Haunted Mansion. All of the color and the decor of the Haunted Mansion. And where did I get it? It was gifted to me by my wonderful children for, was it my birthday or Father's Day?
No,
It was
it was
Father's
for
Day.
Father's Day.
It was for Father's Day. And it was on Shop Disney.
Yep.
So you can find some really cool things on Shop Disney.
Yes.
If you're not able to go to the parks on a regular basis, like many of us are not, and you don't have a relative or someone like that, you can do one of two things. You can do what I told you to do at the beginning of this, which is go to our Facebook page and find Ray's information, because she'll go to the parks and she'll shop and do things for you. Or you can do Shop Disney.
Dominique has a question. She said, since Haunted Mansion is your favorite, do you prefer the original or NBC overlay at Disneyland?
Okay, so point of clarification. I sound like I'm in a fraternity meeting. Point of clarification. Pirates of the Caribbean is my favorite. Haunted is a very close second. But which do I prefer? The one at Disneyland is super awesome. I prefer that. I prefer the entry. I prefer that whole foyer area is really great. When you first get on the ride vehicle and you're still sort of inside of the, I don't want to call it a restaurant, but I think maybe it is a restaurant area. It's almost like at Epcot when we get on Mexico.
Yeah.
How you're kind of coming in, but you can still see the people in line and that sort of thing.
She said, good answer.
I really do like the one at Disneyland. And plus, I remember distinctly the one in Disneyland had a more impactful drop. It seemed like it was deeper and something was going on there versus what we have in Disney World. I could be hallucinating, so Dominic, you'll have to tell me if I'm hallucinating. But I seem to think that the Disneyland Haunted Mansion, the drop was more impactful.
Okay.
Because when we got off of it, I was like, oh my God, that was like super awesome. I was like, that's different than the one at Disney World.
We don't have this at home.
Yeah. But, if I have a chance to ride any one at this point, I can take what I can get. So again, guys, if you're interested in the Haunted Mansion, the casket and the ghost boxes come in a couple different characters.
Yes.
So when you go to Shop Disney, just type in Haunted Mansion or Ghost Box or something like that, and it'll pop up all of the options that you have.
Yeah.
So my plan is to archive all of them. So this is my first one, and my kids got it for me for Father's Day. So thank you, children.
You're welcome, Father. All
right. Next.
All right.
Hey, Monty, I'm sorry.
So my last one, supposedly my last one, is actually free. So if y'all like free stuff, because I like free stuff. I do a lot of free stuff. I travel a lot, and I do a lot of free stuff. It's free. You go to Disney World, and you just ask for it, and they be like, here, you're welcome, free. So my last one are the pins.
Pins?
Like the buttons.
Those to you?
Not the trader.
I was getting ready to
not
say.
the trading pins, but like the buttons, like the celebration buttons.
Yeah, you about to confusing people.
I'm sorry. My last one are the celebration buttons. To clarify, I have quite a few celebration buttons actually archived. Because we tend to usually go for his birthday, primarily if we're there for his birthday. So most of them are like his celebrating my dad's whatever birthday. Is what they say. I have one that says celebrating my last day of my DCP, celebrating my first day of my DCP, celebrating my birthday. I know when I took my now fiance, when I took him for the first time to Disney World, I want to say we got celebrating his first time at Disney pins. So I have quite a few of them. And I just like having those buttons because they're very commemorative and they're pretty neat, and you get to stick them on stuff. If you're a collector, you can collect them and just kind of like be like, oh, who got that one? Whatever. And if you're lucky, if you're on the prowl for certain stuff like that, because I know when I was doing my college program, it was right when Pandora was first opening, and they gave us Pandora buttons to keep. So that was pretty neat. So I have a Pandora button from when Pandora first opened. So that's pretty cool. So, and it was free. It was all free. You just ask for one. They give it to you.
And where do they find the commemorative buttons?
You can find the commemorative buttons at any park. You just go to, I want to say, guest services and say, hey, we're celebrating such and such. Can we get some commemorative or some celebratory pins? And they'll be like, yeah, no problem. And they take the Sharpie out and they say celebrating whatever you're celebrating, and they give them to you. I've seen people with buttons that say celebrating a marriage, celebrating a baby, celebrating a divorce.
First visit to the park.
Like, they will put whatever you want on these buttons, and you can get pretty creative.
Well, so here's the real gem now. This is why you listen to this podcast, because we're going to help you out.
Yeah.
Because we're all about time and being productive.
Yes.
If you go the day of your visit and you go to, City Hall or wherever to get this button, you're going to be in there for a few minutes.
If you go late. If you go early to the park.
Well, even if you go early, because you got to go and get buttons for everybody in your group, and they got to sign them and all this other stuff. So here's what we're going to advise you do. Get them at Disney Springs the day before.
Yes.
You can go to the customer service
house.
There's a customer service center at Disney Springs, right in the middle of Disney Springs, in between Deluxe and Blaze. And you can go there and you can do a number of things. You can buy tickets to go to the park the next day. You can link your Magic Bands. You can do a lot of stuff there. But one of the things that we found out you could do to save time is you can get the buttons, the celebratory buttons there. Yeah. So when you go into the park the next day, you already have them. Yeah. So you don't have to stop at City Hall or stop and get them. You come into the park with them. Now, beyond the time element that it saved you, let me tell you what else it did for us. This is the first time it happened like a year or so ago. I already had the button on. We're driving in. And I told this story one time before in another podcast. I just don't remember when. So I had the button on. It was my birthday. And I pulled up to pay for our parking.
Ah, yes. This is relatively recent.
Yeah. And the guy says, is your birthday? I said, yeah. He says, well, your parking's on me today.
Yeah.
And we drove straight through.
It's a magical moment.
Yeah, it really was. Because guess what? I wasn't remembering. I had the money out already.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about the button.
Yeah.
So he said, "No, your parking's on me today." But I tell you, all throughout the time that you're in the park and you have that button on, cast members are always congratulating you, coming up to you, and making conversation about that particular button. So it's always a conversation piece. I really love it. And like Imani is saying, we collect them. Right here in the studio now, I'm looking across. You can't really see it because of the way we're sitting. But I've got several of them on a Mickey towel in my in our studio here at the house.
Yeah.
So that's a cool one. All right, Miss Nia, what's your last one?
All right, the last one we have never brought home, but it was a great purchase.
Never brought home?
Never brought home. Never made it home.
Okay.
Oh, it's food. It's edible.
Yeah, it is food.
It's edible.
Yeah. It was a great purchase.
That's the only thing that wouldn't make it home.
I was going to say, what happened? We lost it or something?
Nah, it was food. When we went to the ice cream shop before watching the fireworks, getting ice cream from that one shop was the best purchase.
Yeah. So if you're on Main Street, and we probably, we're going to tell you our secret in hopes that we don't go at the same time you sitting at our table. But
pull up and be like, what are you doing
across the
here?
street from the Emporium, the Emporium goes all the way down the left side if you're facing the castle.
Yeah.
But on the right side, right before the glass and antique type shop, and right after that last souvenir shop, there's a little nook right in there. And you can go in there and there's a few tables and there's like a little roundabout.
Yeah.
And cast members use it to enter and exit, the stage, if you will.
Yeah.
And we use it to get our snacks, which Nia's talking about ice cream. And this night it was cookies and did we
Everything
get popcorn?
else that
We
makes
might
your
have
teeth
got
rot.
popcorn.
I think we got popcorn. I just remember, I was like, oh my God, this is a lot.
And we had no water.
Yeah, that was probably the downside because
0 water.
we needed water. I drank so much water we got back to the hotel. It was crazy. It was super sweet, but it was really great.
Yeah.
And it was and it has always been our signature closeout move.
Yeah.
To a wonderful day at Magic Kingdom. It honestly is our closeout move. Just like Going to Blaze is when we first start off
opener.
at Disney Springs, a good opener. Our closeout move when we're leaving Disney Magic Kingdom that night obviously things are a little different now, but when they get back to being able to do fireworks and things like that, being in the parks at night, it'll still be the way that we close out the night. It's just the way we do it. We like
get
to
sit
get
down
that.
because our feet be hurting.
Yeah.
We be hungry a little bit, but not a lot. And you get to see the people walk by, and you kind of still get a good spot for the fireworks. It's not too close where you hitting this number right here, but it's not too far where you hitting this number right here. And you just you get to get a deep breath, and then you go back in for the finale. Fireworks, get out.
Yeah. So what's your favorite part about that, Nia? Besides the sweetness of all the sugary concoction.
It's just nice. Now, as I get older, I'm probably like, I'm not going to eat all of this. Because as a child, I was like...
share it.
Yeah.
Especially...
But if you have small
sugar and
children,
cake.
they'll eat the whole thing.
They will never sleep again.
They will never sleep again, and neither will you.
Well,
but they will eat the whole thing.
One of the
Gladly.
good things about having kids is you don't have to, if you have a habit of buying stuff that you shouldn't be eating and they live with you, chances are they're going to get to it before you anyway. So it's almost as if you didn't buy it. Because when my son is at home, he's in college now, but when my son is home, I don't care if it's Little Debbie or some potato chips or something like that. Those are usually my weaknesses.
Hunger.
I'm telling you, I'll look up and all of a sudden there's one Debbie cake left. And you don't want to complain about it because honestly, you shouldn't have made the purchase in the first place.
It don't even be one. It be the box.
Yeah,
just the box.
There's been times where it literally was boxes left hanging around.
Just wanted to let you know I
But
had
when
this.
we're in the parks, many times, unless we're just really hungry, we will buy everything to share.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to get full up. And chances are we get ready to go get on another attraction.
Yeah, especially
we don't
in that
want to
heat.
we really just want to taste it. We're eating with our eyes at that point. We're just kind of, oh my God, that would be nice.
Yeah.
And say, well, let's share.
And it saves money. when you share.
Well, it definitely saves money, but you don't get full up, so you don't have that heavy feeling of walking around with an entire turkey leg in your stomach or an entire ice cream or whatever it is that you see that you want. Because guess what? After you get out the trash and you walk 15 more feet, you're going to see something else
that you want.
Yeah. So share and share alike, because by the time you get around to the end, if you get all that stuff, my goodness, you're going to be a plumper. So, okay. My last one.
Your last one.
Right. My last one. And where you would get, obviously, what we're talking about with Nia's last one is on Main Street.
Yes.
So that's not something you can get from Shop Disney. The ice cream, the popcorn, all that stuff is exclusive to Main Street. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, you can get popcorn in other parts, and you can get ice cream at Disney Springs, other places. But to be in that element...
Yeah.
It's only gonna happen on Main Street,
and it tastes better. Like it's something about Disney popcorn and Starbucks popcorn. I don't know what they do to their popcorn. It's different.
Yeah. Starbucks has popcorn.
Though. Yes, it's good.
Yeah. All right. So my last one is actually I have another positive story to say about a cast member, and we were in New York. We were in Manhattan and the Bronx about 3 years ago for Christmas.
Yes.
And we were in New Jersey one night and we went shopping.
Okay.
Because remember we ate at Whole Foods.
We did.
We ate at Whole Foods, and then there's a mall there, and I can't even remember the name of the mall. But once I start telling you about it, if you're from the area, you'll probably know. Well, it had the mall had a Disney store in it. The mall had a Disney store in it, and we had not long come back from our trip, because our trip happens in November when we go to the parks. Mm-hmm. And so we were now in December, we were in New York, and we were in another Disney store.
Yeah.
And I think in Orlando, I seen a jacket or something that I contemplate getting, but for some reason I didn't get it. And now I'm in New Jersey and I see this store and I see it. And I'm like, oh my God. And they have it on sale. I said, the guys are smiling on me. Guess what they didn't have?
Your size.
My size.
Just
it
kidding.
was a grumpy, I can't even describe it. It's like this really soft material, but grumpy.
What is that, velvet?
Well, that's actually what it looked like, to be honest with you. It's that color. It's like a violet purple type of color. Red, more red, though.
Burgundy?
Burgundy. There you go. That's what they call it. So then you have grumpy, a nice emblem of grumpy here. But the jacket is just really suave. It's really nice. But they didn't have my size. And I needed a large. They had extra larges and then, of course, the smalls. So I was like, oh, great. So I ended up buying a Mickey Mouse hoodie. You know, the tan one that I have that's got Mickey Mouse in the front? Mm-hmm. I said, I just wanted a jacket. I just feel like I need to get one. So anyway, the lady had my contact information. A few days later, I believe this is right. I don't know if I called back to see if the size came in or she called me. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we were able to work it out where she actually got it shipped from a different store.
Ooh.
She got it shipped from a different store, and I ended up getting the deal because I think the deal was buy one, get one half off or some action like that.
Sounds about right.
And so she gave me that same deal. Long story short, I have both of the jackets today. And they're both cotton. They're both really good casual jackets. If you're just running out on a Saturday, going down to the Beltline or just going to hang out, and it's cool but not cold.
Yeah.
You can wear it because it has a hoodie on it. Really nice Mickey Mouse emblems on it. It's really different because a lot of people don't have those. Mm-hmm. And then the grumpy one, no, I've not seen anybody with this. It is really nice. It fits really well and is very comfortable to wear. And so you would get, I don't even think they make them anymore. So I apologize I think if you do want to find something similar, you would have to either go to Shop Disney or you would have to go to one of your Disney stores close to you and just see if you see them. Now, mind you, I've been in a Disney store here in Atlanta in the last month. I didn't see any jackets, of course, because it was summertime.
Right.
So there are no jackets there. But coming up, maybe there will be. But Shop Disney probably is your place to go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So that's our top 3, our favorite merchandise purchases from either a trip to Walt Disney World or something that was gifted us through Walt Disney as well. So now we're going to start seeing, so we have a few people in, and again, we're going to talk about the giveaway. So if folks are interested in the giveaway, again, the criteria is very simple. What you have to do is just give us a name for our core listeners, for our podcast, and just say, hey, what should that name be? The name of the podcast is My Disney Brain. And if you can come up with a cool and a clever name that we really like, then we're going to send you the Star Wars Forces of Destiny, which includes Rey. It looks like she has a lightsaber, and it comes with BB-8.
And her arms move.
Yeah. And for those of you who are on the podcast and, hey, it's not fair, we want to play too. Well, it's easy for you to play because we have the same question up on our Facebook page. All you have to do is go there, be a follower of ours on Instagram also, and put your answer there, and we'll give you also a giveaway.
Yeah.
But we're only going to be able to choose one name.
Yes, we will choose one name that we like. That's awesome. And then you will win Rey and her moving arms and her mini baby robot.
Yeah. So drop your name, whatever. What does that say?
Brainiacs. Dominique has offered up Brainiacs.
Oh.
So that's our first entry. Okay.
All right. That's a nice one.
So that's what y'all are up against, Brainiacs. I like the creativity. It's there. It's there. I like it.
Thanks, Dominique. All right, guys. So keep putting your answers into Instagram, and we're going to write your...
We'll make a post so you guys can comment them.
Yeah. And we're going to take them and put them in...
A random draw.
Yeah, a random draw. And Dominique's the first one in. And do we have 2 of those?
Maybe.
We will check.
I was going to say, if we have 2 of those, we may just...
If we can't choose just one, like a Pringle, then we won't. We'll have 2.
Yeah. Well,
we'll have 2 winners. We'll have one name, but 2 winners.
Well, I wanted to... Well, we'll talk about it later. But thank you, Dominique, for hanging out the whole podcast. I was trying to figure out a way we could be fair and just send you one and then the whole thing. But we'll wait. We'll get all the names, put it into a bowl, and we'll pick it out from there. But guys, as always, we appreciate you hanging out with us at My Disney Brain. If you are not, you should be a follower, a liker, a subscriber to either our Instagram, Facebook, and or our blog, or all 3.
Or the YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube as well. And of course, you can always find us here on the podcast. Continue to share. Forward it out to folks. You know, the holidays are coming up, and this is the time of year that many people would have been going to the parks. So we're going to be talking a lot more about fall activities, getting into the holiday season. And of course, we're going to be sharing ideas about Christmas and even ways for you to do Disney Christmas at home. So, you know, we're all missing it from the parks, but let's figure out some ways that we can do it and be adventurous and creative at home. So please continue to share our podcast. But most importantly, please do this. When you listen to our podcast, please give us a review. We're asking for a 5-star review, but a good review will help us to get noticed even more. And we appreciate and thank you in advance for doing it. So, girls, anything else before we go? Should I prance this Madame Leota Sipper one more time?
All right. Nobody likes a gloater. Thanks. No. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed our first live. Yay.
Nice to see you. Have fun.
We really like this live, so I think we're going to be doing this, like I said, at least once a week until we decide to do it either more.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was cool. So thank you again. Thanks for listening to us at My Disney Brain. Have a magical week. Thanks, guys.